reparationsnowdoc.com. That's reparationsnowdoc.com. You don't want to miss this groundbreaking documentary. We are going to make history here and right now. reparationsnowdoc.com. Also go to our e-commerce store at etnmediagroupstore.com. That's etnmediagroupstore.com. As always, thank you for your support, peace, and reparations. The Road to Reparation show coming soon. All hands on deck. Get informed, get involved, take action.
Amend the Mass Media Group is California Capital's premier YouTube channel focused on reparations, dedicated to political advocacy and unapologetically aimed at shining a spotlight on our righteous justice claim for reparations.
Business that's seeking to grow or scale or an early start. So if you're an entrepreneur who's looking to launch your business, come talk to us, because if our team members can't help you, we'll assign a business advisor to help you. And the services we offer include access to financial resources. It could be loans, it could be grants. Whatever is available, we make it a point for us to learn about these products so that it saves you time from having to research about them and looking for these things. We also help you to navigate federal procurement process, state procurement process, if that's what you're interested in, because there are businesses who've grown on their own and then they're at a point where they are able to access contracts on a larger scale, right? So if that's you, come talk to us. We have a staff member specifically dedicated to that. Some businesses are seeking certifications, whether it's to be women-owned, minority-owned, or disadvantaged, or veteran-owned. So there are all these different certifications available that you can access, which enables you to be credentialed for opportunities. So I would say if you have any of those needs, come talk to us. And so there are a number of different resources, technical assistance. There's just a lot that needs to be focused on to enable your business to be success. And we count ourselves an extension of your business. We are federally and state funded, so we don't charge you for a lot of these services, but we do pay for those services. So, and those services have been paid with taxpayers' dollars, right? So we ensure that a lot of these very critical services that can help you grow your business are available to you. And if we can't help you, we always look for ways to refer you out to others who can. So that's one of the things we do. And we play well with others too. So from city, county, state, and federal, we work closely with a network of partners. I was just telling someone today about a Women Business Enterprise Center. So we work with those centers as well, specifically if you're looking for support that are aimed at helping women-owned businesses. We also work with VBOX, which stands for the Veterans Business Something Center. All these alphabets, I get them jumbled in my head at times. But we work closely with them. So if you are a veteran-owned business, there's lots of resources. If you are in a rural area, a rural county, there's also additional services there. If you are specifically in a county, Sac County, for example, they've got more resources coming down the line. Things similar to, I would say opportunities similar to what we did with the California Dream Fund, which provided, for those of you who don't know, provided anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000 in grant assistance to business owners, right? So we've got a couple of those opportunities coming down the pipeline. So I highly encourage you, sign your name up there at the table if you haven't done so. Our team will follow up with you and hopefully get you signed up so that you'll receive more information and updates as we get new resources to assist you. Thank you for coming. Please mingle. Enjoy the food, the drinks. We've got Atchison wine over there with wine tasting for those who like wine. And then there's a bar where your little blue ticket will get you a cocktail or a beverage of your choice. Thank you for coming today. And please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have any questions.
Thank you.
Very well said. And, I will tell you that behind the scenes, what you guys don't see, but I do, is that this team works tirelessly to the point of getting ready to pull their hair out at some times. But they do it because they want to see your success. And I'll tell you, because like my family, third generation Japanese, minority-owned business, we never had this type of opportunity back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And it's there for you now, so take advantage of it. I remember my mom running a gift shop, coming home, making dinner, and then doing the books every night. And as an entrepreneur, you do that. You know what that is, but there's something inside you that says, I've got to drive, I've got to do something. So let us help you. And you may be perfect at knowing how to cook or how to do something, but the other things we can help you with. So please take advantage of it, because that's what we're here for, okay? We're going to have a drawing in a half hour. We do have 3 pairs of tickets to the music circus.
All right, brother. Can you please say your name?
Nnamdi Osborne. Am I looking at you? Looking at the camera? Or just talking? Look at the camera?
Look at the camera. It's
Okay. Okay. Nnamdi Osborne.
All right. So what are we doing here today? Where we at?
So we are at the California the Sacramento Asian Chamber Mixer. They invited some of their clients out. I'm one of their clients. I'm a member of the Sacramento Asian Chamber. So I got my own booth here, and we're supporting my business and other small businesses here in Sacramento.
Wonderful. So what's the name of your business?
Cars and Coffee Sack. Cars and Coffee Sack.
Okay. So how long you been doing what you're doing?
We started CNC Sack back in 2017. If I could be transparent, Donald Trump got elected president. I was crushed by that. I decided that politics was not my interest anymore. And I was asking myself, what can I do now, right? I have 3 passions: God, politics, and cars. I've always loved cars, but I was so focused on doing stuff in the community, I kind of neglected this. So in 2017, I saw the opportunity to do CNC Sack here in Sacramento, and we started then. And since then, we've had ups and downs, but we've become one of the biggest CNCs, not in Sacramento, but Northern California as well.
All right. So can you explain to the audience what is a CNC?
Yes. So CNC stands for Cars and Coffee. CNC is the biggest phenomenon in the automotive world. So whether you're in Johannesburg, whether you're in Seattle, Los Angeles, anywhere there's people, there's going to be a CNC there. So I run CNC Sack, right? At the time when I started it, I was driving to CNC Folsom every weekend. And one of the things I realized is, why am I driving from Sacramento to Folsom for 35, almost 40 minutes to a CNC? We're Sacramento. We're the capital of now the 4th largest economy in the world. We should have our own cars and coffee. One thing led to another. Mind you, I'm a politician. I know how to meet people, network people, and shake hands. Within 4 or 5 months of me having this idea, we had our first event at Tognotti's in Sacramento.
Okay. So how'd you get involved? How'd you find out what a CNC is? I know we talked
Yes.
about it being kind of like a franchise
Yes.
type of thing. How does this work?
So for me, I would always love cars as a young person. And the reason why I'm so passionate about bringing our people into the community, because a lot of us love cars, right? But the CNC culture really is one that's for privileged people. Not only you have to have money to buy a nice car, you have to be able to put money into the car. So coming from where I come from, that's not an option for us, right? So as a young person, I've always loved cars. Cars are always my thing. But I didn't know how to get involved in the community. I had no idea that there were people in the region that got together and hung out and had car meets or car shows. So once I figured it out, when I got my first car, well, not my first car, one of my many cars, but this car was a '08 Crown Victoria P71, my baby. Murdered out, all black, beautiful car. So I would take that car every weekend to CNC Folsom. So I was already a part of the car community here in Sacramento at CNC Folsom. And like I said earlier, once, I said Trump got elected, feelings was hurt, I decided to do something different. I'm asking myself, why doesn't Sacramento have a CNC? So that thought led to another. Reached out to the owner of Tagnati's. Actually, it took me almost a month, 2 months to finally connect to the person. And the only reason why I got through was because I was persistent. I was calling, leaving messages, and after 2-3 months, he finally called me back. Dean Tagnati and his old manager, Vince, was like, yo, we got your messages, what's going on? I said, hey, I want to do a CNC here in Sacramento. They said, bet. Well, if you want to do it here, come to our office and meet with them. So I went and met with the owners of Tagnati, and one thing led to another. We had our first event, and very quickly we outgrew Tagnati's parking lot and went from another venue, another venue, and then COVID happened, put us down for a while, and now that we're coming out of COVID, we're currently rebuilding, right? So now we're trying to get back on a regular schedule here in Sacramento.
So CNC, is this your own business or?
Yes. So Cars and Coffee Sac is my own business. It's my LLC. I own it. Most CNCs across the country are individual businesses, so they're not actually connected, right? So this is actually Cars and Coffee for Sacramento.
All right, man. So we're gonna get a little bit about reparations, man, real quick.
Sure. Before you do that, though,
Okay.
follow me on Instagram, Cars and Coffee Sac. I'm obviously brown, very handsome. I'm trying to get more of our people involved in the car community. If I get more brown folk, it's better. Naturally, we're not really invited to these type of communities. I'm trying to change that. But reparations.
Actually, before we get to reparations,
Yes, sir.
This one, you mentioned a younger brother who's in the car.
Yes.
A racer. You want
Yes.
to talk about
Yeah, so I am currently sponsoring Cameron Caraway. He's a young stock car champion here out of California, actually out of the Bay Area. He's 12 years old and he races with adults. He's actually one of 4 drivers within the whole NASCAR orbit. He's really talented. He's really good. And me as a sponsor and his dad are going to do everything we can to make sure that he gets to NASCAR and gets to his goal as a Cup Series racer. His name is Cameron Caraway. His Instagram is CAM, Man Races.
All right, man. You're gonna have to send us this. So we'll
Absolutely.
on our side.
He's the one. He's the GOAT right now.
All right, okay. Young brother, 12 years old. All right, so let's get into reparations. First of all, man,
Yes.
Now you're not new to this reparations
No.
thing, okay? When did we first? As a matter of fact, you came to one of ETN
Yes, I did.
Media Group's
Yes, I did.
communities. Can you,
Yes.
Can you explain that your experience and then how you actually got involved into the whole reparations?
So for me, I take my passions very, very seriously. I'm really serious about the God thing. I'm really serious about the politics, and I'm really serious about the cars. For most of my early 20s, I was just doing the God and the politics, right? When I keep mentioning, because the man is real, when Trump got elected, I decided that politics was not my thing anymore because the country kind of revealed a truth about itself to me that really messed me up. So I started doing the car. But just because I was doing the cars and started this business doesn't mean I neglected my original passion, which is for the community and for upward mobility for my people, right? So ultimately, once this is established and we start monetizing CNC a certain way, I'm going to go back to my people and figure out ways I can help. Right. I have my own organization. It's called Dad to Dad, and what we do is we try to help build liberation and community through fatherhood, through Black fatherhood. Right, because as Black men, we are the backbone of the Black community. And if the Black men are not strong, if we're not working with each other, if we're not cohesive in supporting each other, our community is always going to be frail. It's always going to be weak. So for me, it was natural to make sure I was a part of a reparations conversation. Right, so it wasn't new to me. It's part of my DNA. I just decided to get into the car thing along the way.
Okay, but how did you find out about? I think at the time,
Yeah.
maybe it was a C-Jet thing.
Yes,
How did you
yes,
find
yes.
out about-
So how I found out about the reparations task force or the meetings that you guys have been having, because I do a lot of community work. I was at the Juneteenth event last year. I was at Juneteenth and I saw a reparations flyer on somebody's table. So I didn't know where it came from. So I asked the lady, I said, where'd you get this from? And she pointed me towards Chris. So I went over to Chris, shook his hand and told him I'm interested in being part of the reparations conversation. Right? I feel like it's important, blah, 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 blah. He gave me a flyer and said, hey, this is our next meeting. And that was the Oak Park meeting where I met you guys. And ever since then, I've been in and out with you guys and supporting what y'all do.
Yeah, well, I just want to say, brother, we always appreciate
Of course.
you know
Of
what I
course.
mean?
Of course.
And that's why I like to highlight
Absolutely.
what we're doing out in the community, like
Absolutely.
you're doing right here.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? man.
Absolutely.
So, one more, man. So can
Go
you
ahead.
give the people your social media?
Yeah, so my Instagram is cars, CARS, and coffee, COFFEE sack. So cars and coffee sack on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay. So if somebody wanted to get involved into the automotive industry, or
Yeah,
whatever,
industry.
what kind of advice would you give to them?
If they want to get involved, find a problem and solve it. Find a problem and solve it. My problem was we did not have a CNC in Sacramento. Most CNCs, because of the culture, are up in the suburbs. It's where the money is, which makes sense, right? I felt like we had enough people in Sacramento that we can support our own CNC, which is why I went that direction, right? And I think that principle applies to any industry. Find a problem and come up with a solution. If you come up with a solution that makes sense and is sound, there's going to be an opportunity.
All right, wonderful, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much. God bless us.